I'm Mariana Parda, and I'm going to talk about chapter 8.1 about past method conditions. With this chapter, I can understand the differentiation about method and past method. I got two different definitions of each one. And a method is a set of theoretical principles and procedures aimed at the teacher to put into practice in the classroom. And the past method gives a value to the opinions, experiences, and knowledge of the teachers. Um, with these two definitions, I can understand about this chapter that nowadays the learning process of our students are not the same as years before. Why? Because as teachers, now we understand that not all of our students have the same learning process, and that sometimes it could be difficult for one to understand what you are saying, or it could be a full class and full of activities and full of practice, but they do not feel like comfortable with your classes because of the method that you're using. So it's not just to use one method, is that you realize that you need to be changing your methods during the classes and during the class, because in that way you can understand with which methods your students are feeling comfortable, and that the learning process is going to improve. um, Also, it's important to say that the skills that you want for your students to be developed are too important, because you cannot focus just in one skill or two skills. You need to focus always in the first skills, um, because in language classes your students are always having like communicative activities and writing activities, reading activities, listening activities, and that's why it's important. You cannot just focus on one of them, because if you focus just in reading skills, uh, they are not going to know how they need to pronounce that things that they are writing. And also we need to correct our students pronunciation, because um, that's a way in which we introduce more in the culture. So using different methods, they can understand better the language that is not the same as our language, the culture, the the difference between being a student and having good grades, all those things, that you're in a language class, because you are learning how to connect with other parts of the world. And it's basically that with the past method you can make your students feel more comfortable and let them know that all of them are important, and it's a better way to teach and to improve all your learning processes.